Meghan Markle here.
All right. So this is probably what Meghan posted. This is all. Let me see what have been posted on IG. Not all the time I'm there. I usually go just to see. Okay, so this is Meghan. Okay, so this is that. Oh, there's the two trees. Okay, there's a little music in the background. It's a video, by the way. I love the way this is framed. Okay. Okay, I'm using this. This is from As Ever. I made mini cherry cheesecake for my mom's birthday party last week. I tried a couple with As Ever official apricot spread. Alright, so there's all of that. Okay. Oh, the cookies are almost done. So let's go back on Twitter. Alright. Since Harry already got the blessing earlier this year from the Earl Charles Spencer to carry the Spencer surname but chose not to, I have to admit Meghan Spencer, Archie Harrison Spencer, and Little Beth Diana Spencer does have a nice ring to it. Okay. Why do French supporters dispute Harry and Meghan's personal decision? To rubbish the decision about something as personal as their own names is to diminish their humanity and attack their agency over their own lives. Remember, they are humans, not robots. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. I think that would be better, to be honest. Yes, the royal brand is now detrimental to their charities and values. And this is why, her business, there's no connection with the royal family. They need to distance, renounce the order of succession, and there is nothing tying them to the monarchy. The media will have no reason to cover them because they will be private individual. Oh, please, this must be a hater trying. No, Harry and Meghan, just leave it as is. If the monarchy is dissolved, guess what? It's fine. If it's still there, leave the thing the way it is. Whatever. If the people don't want that, guess what? They could do what they need to do. Even though they tried before with their petition. Next tweet. Alright. So I think I'm done with some of the Andrew things. For almost 2 decades, Kevin Federline got $40,000 a month and was just barely able to scrape by. What? Let me see here. For nearly 2 decades, okay. It's repeating this. Let's listen. It's 1 minute and 22 seconds.
For nearly 2 decades, Britney Spears paid Kevin Federline $40,000 a month, 20 in child support, 20 in alimony. But he claims that in his new memoir, he was barely able to scrape by.
Who told him to have more kids? Then he remarried and have more kids? So Britney's money was taking care of his family. $40,000 is someone's salary for an entire year, but he was receiving it per month? Oh my God.
For 20 years almost, you've been getting 40 bands a month and you were scraping by? I wouldn't use the word scrape. Hardly anybody in America who's getting $40,000 would use the word scrape by. There's plenty other S words. Maybe he was able to skip by, sprint by, scurry by, scuttle by. Shoot, I might even be able to scramble by or scoop by. You could do a lot of skedaddling with $40,000. Man, I'm skedaddling by a lot. I'm slipping by, sliding by, shooting by, swooping by.
All the S words.
But scraping? Shoot, I'll be able to sashay. I'll give you big sashay for the 40,000 in the early 2000s. 40,000. Well, I'm skating by. I'm shifting by, surging by. I can't be scraping. Scrape, brother. And he said, oh, well, the kids had a certain lifestyle that I was trying to keep them used to. They don't have that life no more. Kids understand we ain't got it.
Yeah, you have to maintain. Oh my God. Okay, he probably had to use some of it to pay for security for his boys. Still, he could have gotten a job if he needed more money. I mean, yes, I understand that. But if you're living within a budget, you have to eliminate certain things. You don't go out all the time. It's very sad because I think Britney Spears really wanted to have a family. And then when she decided to have that family, and then this happened. It's very sad. And then I think the son, one of them, tried to move in with her after alimony stopped. And so I don't know what happened in between. Are those young men even in college now? Okay, I don't know. That's only $480,000 a year. In LA, it's like just $60,000. Cali is different. It doesn't matter. He still have all that money. You adjust. Okay, this is the thing. You adjust. $40,000 a month. That's a lot of money. You adjust. If you have to move to a smaller house to adjust with that money, like one of the comments said, go find a job to supplement to that. But instead, I think he had more kids. Let me go look it up. Okay, so I went on Chat GPT. Did Kevin Federline had more kids after Britney Spears? The answer is yes. Kevin Federline had more children after his marriage to Britney Spears, according to public sources. With Britney Spears, he has two sons, Sean Preston Federline, born 2005, and Jaden James Federline, 2006. Prior to that, he had already had two children with his then fiancee, Shaw Jackson, daughter. Okay, so there's that. What happened? How many did he have after? After his marriage to Britney, he also had two daughters, so he went and have more kids. With his wife, Victoria Prince, Jordan K. Federline, born August 2011, Peyton Movie Federline, born 2014. So he should have thought about that. He not only did he have kids before Britney, and he had two with Britney, and then he went and have more. Or these other people taking care. I don't know. You know what? Let's leave that alone. Okay? I'm leaving that alone. It's very sad. I'm very sad for Britney because she was the one who's bringing all the money, and then not only his family messed her up. I mean, not only her family messed her up, but so many other things happened in between. All right. So I bookmarked my response to this video. Okay? This is Chris Evans who said, I'm screaming. So I think it was during No King's Day. There were protests. And then these Trump supporters, those old men, are instigating. Okay? I'm going to play it. It's going to be, how do you say that? Some screenshot in between.
Let's go! God bless Trump! God bless Trump! God bless Trump!
That looks like Canal
Run
Street.
your bike, you fucking fag! Go get a job! Yeah!
Oh. Oh my God. Okay, there's this guy trying to stop him. Okay, you instigate. The mentality of people, you do not know what's in their head. He's lucky this is the only thing that happened to him. Because if it was the MAGAs, you know what they do. Look what happened in Virginia. Okay, but these young kids, yes, there are some who were doing other things, but these were trying to stop him from continuing.
You fucked around and you found out!
You see?
Hey, get your
They're warning them. Those protesters are warning them. You're gonna get your ass kicked. Just leave those protesters alone because I don't know.
buddy. Get your buddy.
Fuck out of here! Back up, man. You ran into me. What the fuck?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Trip his ass. Trip his ass. Fuck you. Fuck off, pussy. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, dude. What are you doing? Get out of here. There's Get out of here. I don't know where they are. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm sorry, you need to go.
You see?
I don't want you to get hurt.
He even apologized and said, I'm sorry what happened to you, but this is a mob here. Get out of there. Okay?
I don't know where they are.
Wow. He instigate. All right. So let me go back to my comment. I'm just going to focus on mine. Let's go into it. All right. So far, it has 800 likes so far. All right. He's lucky the groups are not like him, meaning the same type of mentality. If they did, he'll not be able to run trying to fight them when they all could have ganged up on him. They were protecting him despite his evil heart. This guy, there were others who were telling him to leave. This guy in particular, okay, telling him just go, just leave because they will gang up on him. All right, so there's this here guy who had blood on his face, think he's an alpha. Sometimes, I hate to say that, but when you getting older, you think you could still do things that you could do maybe 10 years ago. But hey, the body says otherwise. Guy trying to reason with him for his safety and the light blue t-shirt is the actual alpha. That is true. And this is why I pick him, but there were others who were saying for him to leave. All right, that's a big overstated. A No Kings protester clearly tripped him on purpose. All right, this is something that MAGA simply cannot understand as being the superior power, not violence. MAGA are the violent cowards. Okay, I didn't even know some people were putting this. MAGAs are the violent coward they claim liberals to be. They claim that being a pacifist is an evil mockery of true peace, which they define as perpetual war, good versus evil. Alright, so there's all of this. There was some more things that I've said. I didn't see all of. Let me go in my notification because I think it popped up on my. He's lucky. Alright, so this is the other part as well. I responded to. Okay, I heard multiple people telling him to just leave. He should have listened to the advice. By the way, I bet he is another one of those Christians who thought Kirk wasn't a racist as well. So there's me here. Yep, I chose the guy in the screenshot that I took, which was the most obvious one. Yes, there were multiple others who were telling him to leave. These old white men are the ones transferring their vile mindset to the next generation. All right, so there's that. Let's leave that alone. Let's go to the next tweet. I'm sorry I interrupt in between. All right, so this one, Cardi B. Let's pause. Cardi B recalled how she warned Americans not to vote for Donald Trump in 2024, but instead of listening, the internet clowned her accent and pronunciation. Now everyone's feeling the consequences. There's that quote. Now they got the food stamp taken away and Thanksgiving is next month. Full space. All right. So, oh my God, it's 14 minutes. I didn't know it was that long. I don't think I'm going to play everything. But the thing is that Cardi B falls under the tax bracket of the Trump type of people. Trump is all about money. He doesn't care about all the other things. Unless if he wants to use her for whatever political gain he wants. Let me listen to some of it. This one is 14 minutes. There's no way I'm going to play all of it.
So I find this very interesting, right? That people are complaining that they have taken away food stamps. Mind you, well, they haven't taken away, they paused it. Mind you, We don't know until when. Mind you, Thanksgiving is next month. No turkey for some of y'all. Very interesting. And I find this so funny because these are the type of things that I was trying to warn y'all that's going to happen in the Trump administration. But y'all didn't care. All y'all cared about is that I called them Trump. Or all y'all care about is that, like, everybody always have a speech in a teleprompter. My teleprompter wasn't working, so thank God I wrote my speech down in my fucking phone. But whatever the fuck I said, I meant that shit. Whatever the fuck I wrote down in my phone, I made my research on it so I could share it to the fucking world. And you know what? Whether I have an accent or not, it went viral. And yeah, y'all didn't give a fuck about what I was saying. Y'all only give a fuck about me saying Trump. To this day, bitches be trying to be funny using that shit against me. But guess what? What I was saying is bigger than me saying Trump. And now you motherfuckers don't have no fucking food stamps. And Thanksgiving is next month. And I do understand why people got so desperate. I do understand why people got so desperate and they wanted to vote for a different party, because the Joe Biden administration, they did a lot of promises that they didn't delivered on. However,
but we have to remember, the Republican Party are always right there to make sure anything that will benefit the vast, they will prevent it from happening. Look, when Obama wasn't president, there's so many things Obama wanted to do. Did they let him do it? No. But look, when Trump comes in, it's like he's running through everything. Things that happened centuries, and he's just destroying. So people need to fight back. All right, but let's continue. I probably will let it play. Okay, record it. Maybe at the end, I'll play it full without interruption. Let me pause this. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. I'll play it by itself, or maybe put it on another video by itself. Okay, so I need to go. It's 14 minutes. It's too long, and I don't have that much time. All right, so there's more here. This one is a minute.
I'm trying to help my friend get an apartment and shit. And I'm like, yo, why don't you just get an apartment in the Bronx? And they was telling me how, it's expensive to look at apartments in the Bronx. And I'm like, oh, here you go. Here you go with your excuses now. Yo, why go on Street Easy and I start to look for apartments in the Bronx for them? Yo, why rent is so expensive? How the fuck is rent so expensive in the most fucking cheapest borough? I can't even imagine how much rent will be in Brooklyn where them Chinese people be living at. Or in Queens. Queens is expensive, period. You're not getting nothing if it's not $2,500. How the fuck a apartment, a 1-bedroom, is like $1,500 in Anderson?
She's talking facts. She's talking, and then the thing is that her tax bracket is not in the same tax bracket of those people who's for Trump. Okay, not the 1%ers, but the MAGA's type and the poor states like the Mississippi, whatever, Georgia, Texas, some of them. All right, not all, some of them. The poor state, Tennessee, even up north, Arkansas, slightly up north, Midwest. But anyway, let's leave that alone. I'll record it by itself. This one, I'll put it maybe on a video by itself, okay? So next tweet, this is JTB. I have 2 tweets regarding JTB. I'll put it, okay. If Candace Owens loses the Macron lawsuit, I'll prove one thing loud and clear. Spreading lies for clicks has consequences. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and Prince Harry should be the next to serve lawsuit. Just a few to set the record straight. All right, so he was saying if. All right, so let's listen to that. It's 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Let me tell you what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to see what the courts decide when it comes to the lawsuit that Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron filed against Candace Owens. Because that case isn't just about them, it's about accountability. It's about what happens when you use your platform to spread deliberate lies and weaponize misinformation against public figures for profit. Sound familiar? See where I'm getting at? If the courts hold Candace Owens responsible, that will be a precedent. A warning shot. A sign that you just can't spew defamation under the guise of commentary and walk away untouched. And when that happens, I hope the message is loud and clear, because Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and Prince Harry have endured years of the same treatment. Lies, libel, slander, all monetized and packaged for news. It's long overdue for someone to make an example of it. I don't even think they need to sue everyone. Just a couple. Here are my suggestions. Dan Wooten, Kinsey Schofield, Nana Akua, and a few TikTok creators come to mind. Just enough to remind the world that freedom of speech isn't freedom of consequences. Because until there are real consequences, people like Candace will keep peddling hate as entertainment. So yes, I'm watching this case closely. Because if justice lands where it should, it might finally open the doors for Meghan and Harry to serve their own stack of lawsuits. And believe me, I'd love to see that day come.
You know, I never thought of it that way, but in terms of following Candace Owens lawsuit with Macron wife, I think she called her a man or something like that. Allegedly, we don't know. But in the past, I have said Harry and Meghan should call those papers or people international court. But I think Harry is doing the footwork. The papers who's spreading the misinformation, okay, the three major one, he won 2, and there's one more coming up. And then afterward, depend on how that goes, okay, he might do the next step with all those other people, you know, who have a platform who's continuously spreading the misinformation. All right. I have been waiting for the laws to change and for Harry and Meghan to start filing lawsuits against the top derangers, trolls, and the so-called journalists spewing lies forever. It's time. Okay, I like to follow you, but please don't do as the others telling Harry and Meghan what they should do or shouldn't. It's their life, so their choice should make the decision regarding them and their children, not you or any of us. We are supporters, nothing else in their life. Let's see, there's one comment. Okay, this suggestion has another side. When haters read or hear that, perhaps some of them will think twice before writing. Then it's good advice. My opinion with respect to you too. Okay, haters don't care. All right, so there's all of that. I mean, he said if Harry and Meghan knows things like that. Harry and Meghan knows what they're doing. Okay, even me, I think when the book Spare or either the book or I think it has to be the book. No, it has to be the docuseries. After the docuseries where I said Harry and Meghan should call them to international court because the thing was so vast. So people who care, that's because he care. Okay, I could understand from the perspective of point where he's coming from. He's not going to contact Harry and Meghan and say go sue, go sue. He's saying if that happened, that could set an idea. I mean, Harry doesn't play with these people. Okay, 100% agree with this. Candace should have taken a lesson from what happened to Tasha K and Cardi B. Yeah, I remember something like that. Okay, so this is extra. I had one video from JTB and from a previous time I never really shared it. So while I'm here and I saw it, let me put it. Letitia Pestova, a fake doctor, is spreading disgusting lies about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, while selling unproven detox curves made chlorophyll and zeolite. No license, no science, no credibility, just grift and gossip. What? This is long, 3 minutes. Let's listen.
Meghan Markle, the reason why you watch her interviews and she just seems off, she's owned by a pharmaceutical company.
What?
The 2 children that she had, they're not hers. She didn't
What?
have them with Harry. And how her and Harry met is that she's a prostitute.
This woman
What
just
the hell? What the hell? I'm glad that I put it in this order. The previous JTB video and that one. What the hell? How the hell somebody got the guts to be in front of a camera to say something like this? Oh shit. Now you understand why JTB had said from his previous recording? Oh my God. Let's continue.
slandered Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, by claiming she was owned by Big Pharma, that her kids aren't theirs, and that she met Prince Harry as a prostitute. Not only is that insane, and not only have those lies been debunked, the lies are coming from a fake doctor running.
And let's not forget the docu-series. Harry told us how he was aware of Meghan. Oh my Lord. Wow.
A wellness con. Her name is Letitia Pestova. Notice I didn't call her doctor? That's because she isn't one. She might call herself a doctor, but she has no accredited medical degree, no peer-reviewed research, nothing that qualifies her to even treat a paper cut. But what she does sell is a serum called Pestova's Merkaba, made with zeolite and chlorophyll, marketed as energetic detox. Here's the reality. Zeolite is a porous mineral used in industrial filtration and kitty litter. It's not approved by the FDA to treat anything in humans. Every major medical center, from MSK to the National Cancer Institute, says that there's zero clinical evidence it detoxes anything.
Wow.
Chlorophyll? That should sound familiar to you because we learned that in elementary school. That's the green pigment from plants. It's good for photosynthesis, not removing toxins. The only thing proven that chlorophyll does is make grass green and smoothies expensive. Yet she's selling this frequency detox through a Stripe link and telling people she can cleanse their bodies of vaccine injuries while spreading lies about Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and her marriage. Letitia Pestova is a liar, a quack, and a con. If someone online calls themselves a doctor but can't show an accredited school, if they're selling untested serums through social media, and if they're weaponizing misogynistic gossip to drive clicks, you're not looking at a healer. You're looking at a grifter. Every lie about Meghan is bait for a sale. Every detox post is an invoice. Make her show proof. Proof of her claims about Meghan and her so-called cures. Show us the science behind your claims. Letitia Pestova, show us your credentials. And stop hiding behind pseudoscience to profit off the gullible. And to everyone watching, don't fall for the fake wellness industry. Ask for licenses. Ask for data. Don't buy detox cures from people who can't even spell accredited.
Wow, that was very bold of her. 9 years ago, these thirsty deranged loans pay $875 to enroll in a adequate class called Marry Harry. What? Well, we all know how it went. No conveyor belt was stopped. It was never going to be them, and they can't cope, period. This is lost. Okay, this is lawsuit territory. So now, she looks sick and deranged. Someone needs to do a social service check on her kids. She has kids? Wow. How can someone come boldly and say this kind of vile words toward another human being? These people to be jailed. Maybe their brains will work properly. This is just appalling. She need her ugly ass sued. I can't believe this weirdo scat is lying on Meghan like that. I know. She needs to sue them with the quickness. Thank you. Let's do. Oh, well, I have to wake up my kids. It's 6:04. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. There might be two parts to this video. It's not going to be on this channel. I'm going to put it on Team Sussex on this channel. All right. So the prayer is God protect and bless our heart. Show us the way. My God, these people are crazy. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.